Widow Lee held the scissors to the old ox's neck. Suddenly, the ox spoke. "Don't kill me. I'm your husband." Widow Lee's hand trembled, the scissors clattering to the ground. She staggered back 2 steps, staring at the old ox, her eyes almost bulging out of their sockets. "Don't believe me, but I really am your husband." Widow Lee swallowed hard, her voice trembling. "Didn't you fall off a cliff 2 years ago, and your remains were never found?" The old ox lowered its head, as if sighing. "That day I fell off the cliff, but didn't die. Back into human form." Widow Lee still didn't believe him. She picked up the scissors and pointed them at him. "If you're my husband, tell me something only the two of us know." The old ox looked up. "That winter, when you gave birth, the mountains were snowbound. I carried you for 30 miles. You cried on my back, saying you'd follow me for life." Down, tears streaming down her face. "You really are a carpenter." The old ox nodded. "The days are up. I was afraid you'd be scared, so I didn't dare say a word. Today you're going to kill me for a pot. If I don't speak up, I'll really become meat broth." Widow Lee hugged the ox's neck, trembling with sobs. "How can you bear to see the suffering I've endured these past 2 almost years?" The old ox gently nuzzled her face. "The hard times are almost over. After the Dragon Boat Festival, I'll be back to normal." From that day on, Widow Lee never mentioned killing the ox again. She saved the best fodder for him and filled the cowshed with thick layers of dry hay. The villagers, seeing her so devoted to an old ox, gossiped behind her back, thinking the widow was possessed, treating the ox like a man. Widow Lee heard these rumors but pretended not to, hoping that life would return to normal once the Dragon Boat Festival arrived. With only 3 days left until the festival, strange things began to happen in the village. 3 families' chickens went missing, and they couldn't be found anywhere in the village. Some said it was a monster from the mountains, stealing live animals. The rumors grew increasingly bizarre, and some pointed the finger at Widow Lee's old ox. They said her ox was acting strangely, almost like it understood human emotions, and that it might be the culprit. When these rumors reached Widow Lee's ears, she was furious. She rushed to the village entrance to confront the villagers, shouting, "My old ox is honest and hardworking. How could it steal chickens?" But no one believed her. Instead, some people fled, saying they'd find out if it was a monster after it was killed. That evening, several burly men blocked Widow Lee's doorstep, insisting on taking the old ox away. Widow Lee stood in front of the cowshed, crying desperately, "You can't kill him. He's my husband." The men thought he was crazy and reached out to grab him. Just then, the old ox suddenly spoke, its voice booming. "I hid the chicken. It has nothing to do with anyone else." Everyone was stunned. No one had expected an ox to actually talk. Widow Lee froze, gripping the ox's reins, her voice trembling. "Why did you hide someone else's chicken?" The old ox was silent for a moment, then finally told the truth. "I'm not Jean the carpenter at all." These words were like a thunderbolt, leaving Widow Lee's mind reeling. She staggered back a step, her face deathly pale. "You're not him? Then how do you know about us?" "I am a green ox spirit in the mountain god's temple," the old ox sighed. 2 years ago, when Jean the carpenter fell off the cliff, I was right beside him. In his delirium, he kept calling your name, saying that the person he had wronged the most in his life was you. seeing his pitiful state and your daily weeping at his grave. I couldn't bear it, so I transformed into his image, wanting to stay with you for 2 years. To give you something to look forward to. Widow Lee's tears welled up instantly. She covered her mouth, crying so hard she couldn't speak. And the chickens? Why did you hide them? Someone couldn't help but ask. Recently, the village has been plagued by rats, and those chickens are always bothered by them at night. So I hid them in the backyard of the mountain god's temple, fed them some grain, and planned to return them in a few days, the green ox spirit whispered. I originally intended to leave quietly before the Dragon Boat Festival, but who knew this would happen? Everyone looked ashamed after hearing this. No one expected that this old ox had such good intentions. Widow Lee wiped away her tears, walked to the green ox spirit, and gently stroked his back. Why did you lie to me, seeing you suffer so much? The green ox spirit's voice softened. Carpenter Zhang's soul entered the cycle of reincarnation a few days ago. He appeared to me in a dream, asking me to protect you and not let you suffer any more injustice. Upon hearing this, Widow Lee could no longer hold back and embraced the green ox spirit, weeping loudly. The next day, the green ox spirit returned the chicken to the villagers. The villagers felt ashamed and brought eggs to apologize. No one spoke ill of Widow Lee anymore. On the Dragon Boat Festival, Widow Lee prepared a table full of dishes and placed it in front of the cow sheet. After saying this, a clear light emanated from the green ox spirit, and he transformed into a phantom, heading towards the mountain god's temple. Later, relying on the carpenter Zhang's skills, Widow Lee opened a small wood shop, and her life gradually improved. When people tried to arrange marriages for her, she shook her head and smiled, saying, I have hope in my heart, and that's enough. In truth, kindness in this world is never betrayed. The more sincerity you show to life, the more gentle life will be towards you. Those seemingly unexpected encounters often hide deep affections unseen by others. Hold on to the goodness in your heart, and you will have no fear of a dark future.